Okay, first off, now if you're not an empath, please leave this video. Thank you. Okay, so anybody, if you're feeling super overwhelmed when you're going around normal people and you're basically sensing them, and then you're like, oh, I'm seeing their issue and their problem, and you're telling them their problem, and you're going to the next person and you're telling them their problem. You're telling, well, how to fix their problems. Since you feel the problems, you see the issues. Okay, so your ability is to see the subconscious them, what they don't see, their soul, their shadow form, their whatever you want to call it. Okay, so as an empath, you have to recognize you're doing this backwards. If you're feeling anxiety all the time and you're locking yourself inside a room and you're feeling overwhelmed after talking to 5 people, you know what I mean. Okay, so basically, okay, the issue is, okay, so at all times you have sensory, okay, super sensory. So you're reading everything, okay? So you're reading basically sub-realities that haven't happened yet. You're reading their feelings, you're watching their emotions, you're watching their sub-context, you're predicting their outcomes, okay? So imagine doing this all day, every day. You're exhausting your brain. You're a sponge, okay? So a sponge can only sponge so much before water starts coming out of it, all right? So you have to learn how to squeeze the sponge out. So drain it by sitting inside a room and going, oh shit, okay, give me a second. Nobody talk to me. Give me half hour inside my room. Give me 20 minutes to myself. Okay, I need to cool down. Okay, I just have anxiety right now, okay? When you're going through all that and you have to re-explain things without looking like a crazy person and locking yourself away inside a room, okay, that's not easily solvable. It's kind of solvable. It's something you have to learn because you do it backwards. Okay, yes, it feels good to help people and it feels good to see someone's problems and solve their issues and going, oh, this is how you do that. And then they come back to you and like, oh, thank you so much. You helped me. You changed my life. Yes, it's a good feeling. Okay, but the issue is you have to pick and choose. Okay, I'm not saying close off your ability or not tell people. If you feel the situation is very serious, okay, understand. Close friends, yeah, understand. But every single day, nonstop, all right, no, you can't do that. You're gonna overwhelm yourself. You're gonna get anxiety. You're gonna get social anxiety. Basically, you're gonna get you know what I mean. You know what I mean. All you want to do is whatever your hobby is, and lock into it until you calm the fuck down. Okay. So, but in general, as an empath, you're sponging way too much. Okay, you are not a hero. No offense. I'm not trying to be mean. You're not a god. It is not your job to fix everything and everybody. All right? You are not normal. You're not a regular person. You're not average. You have extrasensory abilities. Oh, who knows how it happens? Who knows what's going on? Who knows if the star child, indigo child, angel, whoever you want to call us, who gives a crap? The issue is, right, we're not being trained or taught, right, as an empath, how to calm down after you get anxiety and why the anxiety is happening. The anxiety is happening because you're not picking and choosing. You're not telling people, hey, hold back, not today. Um, can we talk about this another time? You have to take breaks from solving everybody's issue. I know it feels like an addiction or a natural instinct or a feel. That's what I'm saying. It's like a natural. You can't help it most of the time. You know what I mean? Like if someone drops a cup and you got a fast reflex, you're like, all right, that's the issue. You're doing that to everybody. Even if you're not doing it to everybody, you still got to cut it down to who you're doing it to or when you're doing it. You can't do it to somebody all the time. Right? Yeah, it looks cool, it feels cool, and people are like, "Oh wow, how'd you do that? How'd you know that was gonna happen? How'd you understand about me? How'd you pick up on that?" Okay, yes, great, phenomenal. All right, that's called a hero complex. Stop, please, please. Well, cut down, not cut down. Don't stop because for some reason, every single one of us has some weird shit in us where it goes, "Hey, save them, save them," but we can't save everybody. Okay, you know why we can't save everybody? Who's gonna save us? Remember, we are the fixers. We are the glue. We solve the problems. but we're not solving ours. So as an empath to a fellow empath, please give yourself a little break when it comes to solving problems of others or seeing problems. Even if you, okay, no, not even like that. If you perceive the issue, hold it to yourself once in a while, unless you know it's really a serious, you know what I mean? Like you're like, oh shit, you know what I mean? Other than that, please, please hold back. Hold back with all your heart, no matter how it feels, unless you know it has a serious outcome, like an overwhelming feeling you have to say. But just in general things, you're just walking up to strangers and you're just talking to people in casual conversations, you're reading them, you're absorbing them when you're doing that, okay? Your sphere and their sphere, human spheres connect. And once that happens, their soul talks through you or whatever happens. Who knows what's going on with us? It's supposed to be a myth. We're fake. But please, I was dealing with this. This is something I'm learning to do. I'm 42 years old. I've been dealing with this since I was a kid. I wish I understood this sooner. All right? ADHD too. It is not a disorder. You know what it is? It's a multiple functioning way to think at once, like a supercomputer, super pattern. Yeah, who gives a fuck? You know what I mean. But in general, please, please care for you as much as you care for fixing others' issues. I know you want it's like a subconscious feeling. Hey, let's solve this. Stop. Go. 1, 2, 3, get. Okay, now please understand this. Okay, he's so cute, but look at. Hi, Judy McMuffin. Hi. He wants my attention because he heard me talking for so long. Oh yes, and as an empath, get an animal like a cat or something because it's very helpful. All right. In general. Oh yeah. Also, always remember, sound plus thought equals sending the message, not words. I hope someone understands that.